Good afternoon, Chief Minister, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to be here for this year's Gibraltar Day in London to speak on behalf of the United Kingdom Government and the Chancellor, Philip Hammond. This annual event, as we've heard from the Chief Minister, is a celebration of Gibraltar's financial services and the links between Gibraltar and the United Kingdom and those of us here in the City of London who work in financial services, who care about Gibraltar and its deep and very long-lasting relationship with the United Kingdom. It's a privilege to represent the Chancellor, and he sends his best wishes to you, Chief Minister, to all the Gibraltarians present here today and those of you whose business lives involve working closely with Gibraltar. Although I've never lived in Gibraltar, working at the Treasury, I know firsthand what it's like to be amongst people who voted 95.9% to remain in the European Union. And Gibraltar holds a special place for all of us within the British family, not only because of our shared history that stretches back over 300 years, but also, as we've heard already from the Chief Minister, because we share enduring priorities and values, and ones which will undoubtedly continue after we leave the European Union. Every day, and represented here in this room, business people, financial institutions, law firms, entrepreneurs, and governments work closely together with ease in a spirit of friendship to achieve the shared goal of both of our peoples, which is to extend prosperity for all. Today we celebrate the achievements of Gibraltar as a great international commercial centre. Success that is evidenced by the turnout in this room. And as we've heard from the Chief Minister, Gibraltar's economy, despite a period of what could have been, what seemed to be in the immediate aftermath of the referendum, significant uncertainty, continues to thrive by every measure and to fuel prosperity across the region, and to prove that Gibraltar is an asset to the United Kingdom and to the whole of Europe. We should be proud of the economic bonds that tie us together, the similarities that we share, and we hope those continue. A combination of sound economic management by capable individuals like the Chief Minister and a competitive business environment has led to a growing economy and, as we've heard, historically low levels of unemployment. I know that as the Chancellor approaches his budget on Monday, he would love to have that statistic that unemployment in the United Kingdom is as low as 45 people. We have a pretty good statistic here, we think, that we have the lowest unemployment in 40 years, but we haven't quite got to Gibraltar standards yet, and that's before we even get on to the debt figures. But for both of our economies to continue to grow, to create jobs and economic prosperity, in an uncertain world, we have to work together. As a lawyer here in the city before entering Parliament, I represented clients based in Gibraltar. Indeed, I'm aware that there are more lawyers in Gibraltar per capita than anywhere in the world, other than the House of Commons, perhaps. And the insurance industry has built a very strong presence in Gibraltar, working hand in glove with the City of London. We want to see that continue, as we've already heard. It's been stated before that for every 5 UK car insurance policies, at least one is underwritten in Gibraltar, equating to almost £4 billion worth of car insurance policies. Small statistics like that show the depth of our relationship, and we want to see those continued with the greatest possible market access. Daily flights from the UK to Gibraltar, from locations across the UK, from Bristol to Manchester, continue to underscore the real connection, both from you as the business community, but also from people across the UK who enjoy visiting Gibraltar for work and for pleasure. Like the City of London, Gibraltar is a story of success in financial technology, from blockchain to cryptocurrency, building on Gibraltar's very strong reputation for e-commerce and the strong pool of talented people in Gibraltar with experience in those fields. Your success like the city, is based on the rule of law, strong institutions, good quality leadership, the English language, an entrepreneurial culture, and an openness to the world in an unmistakably British setting. It is a winning formula. Today, these political and economic links are perhaps more important than ever. The UK and Gibraltar are set to leave the EU together, and we're determined to maximise the opportunities that this presents. One thing that will remain constant will be our core belief that the ties that bind us are as solid as the rock itself, and that Brexit can be an opportunity for us to work as closely as we have since the referendum in the years that follow, to deepen that relationship in every respect. And certainly from the Treasury and the Chancellor, we want to see that relationship continue in the way it has been in recent months and years. The government of Gibraltar has been fully involved as we've negotiated our departure from the European Union. I hope, and from the words of the Chief Minister, I think it's fair to say that has been a successful relationship so far. It is particularly important to reiterate today that the UK will continue to support Gibraltar's people, its economy, and the way of life, as we've always done. This was true before the European Union even existed, it was true whilst we were a member, and it will remain true after we leave together. As you've heard from the Chief Minister, the Prime Minister will be speaking later today in the House of Commons on the progress of our negotiations. And she will say that the negotiations with respect to Gibraltar have been very successful, and we hope that we will be able to announce further matters on that in due course. We will now be working together on our shared future outside of the UK, intensifying the rest of the negotiations. But we're pleased with the outcome to date with respect to Gibraltar. And speaking on behalf of the United Kingdom government, it goes without saying, as the Prime Minister herself has said on many occasions, that our commitment on sovereignty remains unchanged. We will never enter into arrangements under which the people of Gibraltar would pass under the sovereignty of another state against their wishes. Nor will we enter into any process of sovereignty negotiations with which Gibraltar is not content. You will remain a member of the British family for as long as you wish to, and with the full support of Her Majesty's government. And of course, and I'm sure I echo the sentiment of many, if not everyone in this room, we passionately want you to remain so. I want to finish by saying that although we faced many challenges in recent years, the UK government values the continuing support from the government of Gibraltar. We believe that support is reciprocal and respectful and the best type of enduring friendship. When my grandfather arrived at the Rock 75 years ago this year, exhausted from the North Africa and Italian campaigns, but elated at the end of the war in Italy, and relieved to be in the safety and the reassuringly British embrace of Gibraltar, he never forgot the welcome that he received, like hundreds of thousands of British servicemen and women from the people of Gibraltar. And he got his first proper pint for a long time at the Star Tavern. You have stood by the United Kingdom, and we wholeheartedly want to stand by you in every respect, and in particular to ensure that your economy continues to thrive in the years ahead. Thank you, Chief Minister, for hosting this event. I send my best wishes, and those of the Chancellor, the Prime Minister, and the United Kingdom Government, to all our British brothers and sisters in Gibraltar. And we look forward to working with you again in the future. Thank you.